It's normal for people to be afraid of things. People fear spiders, they fear tight spaces, and clowns. But why do people fear Muslims and the religion they follow? A common misconception people have about Islam is that it encourages or teaches violence. Do you have any Muslim friends?
Yeah, I do.
I do have Muslim friends.
What are they like?
I guess they're like any other one of my friends. Like, they're like any other human being.
They are really great, they're friendly, and they're amazing.
Muslims are not taught to be violent. In fact, Islam teaches love and peace. A verse that comes directly from their holy book, the Quran, states, "The taking of one innocent life is like taking all of mankind, and the saving of one life is like saving all of mankind." Has your religion ever taught you to be violent?
No, it hasn't. I grew up in like a very peaceful household, so I was always taught that like violence was never an answer and using my words was better than throwing a fist at someone.
Well, no. I mean, the way Muslims greet each other is by saying salam, which means peace. So, no.
The real issue is confronting the jihad.
Jihadist sympathizers.
The world of jihad.
When I first hear the word, I get defensive. Like, no, it's not what you think.
I sort of seize up. It's kind of upsetting.
A very grossly misunderstood, misrepresented term.
It's always paired with images of suicide bombers and war and large terrorist acts. It's a Muslim's duty to like go and start killing people. And it's like, that's not what it's about at all.
What does jihad really mean? The literal meaning of the word is just struggle. In Islam, jihad means to go above and beyond in order to be a good person and a good Muslim. Giving charity is an example of jihad since you're using your own money to help out the less fortunate. Giving away something of your own can be difficult, but Islam teaches one to fight their inner struggle and give.
Our core values that really drive us is our faith, Islam. So we believe in today's time, while the media is attacking Muslims left and right, and Muslims are under the scrutiny of the government and the media, that we need to come out public and really show what Islam is about.
This might surprise some people, but a lot of Muslim women wear this because we choose to, not because we're forced to. It's called a hijab, and in some places it's pretty controversial.
Another reason why Islamophobia exists is another common misunderstanding that people have about the religion. Many people seem to believe that Islam oppresses women.
Their worth is explicitly diminished, and this is an outward sign of that captivity.
But that leaves out some crucial context and history about women who cover, including early followers of Christ, like Mary, the mother of Jesus. You never see her depicted without a hijab. Today we see a lot of people across many religions wearing some kind of head covering, including nuns, some Jewish women, and some Muslim women. So why is it supposedly so scary when Muslim women do it? Truth is, people all over the world cover for a lot of reasons. To maintain a sense of modesty, to empower themselves, to honor tradition, or just because they think it's the right thing to do. And let's be clear, in some places, women are forced to cover their head or face. But that might have more to do with politics or culture than with religion.
Are you forced to wear this hijab on your head?
No, this was my decision, and when I felt ready and comfortable wearing this, I chose when to wear it.
Okay, honey, no one's gonna force me to do anything. How are they gonna force me? Like, if one of my family members wanted to force me to wear it and I'm at school, how can they know that I'm wearing it or not? Like, no one can force me to do anything. I do what I want.
Most of the oppression of women by Islam and Muslims that is highly publicized is usually due to local customs and traditions. In the past, Muslim women have been presidents and prime ministers of Muslim-majority countries. Violence towards women and forcing them against their will is not permitted by Islam. Care for widows, orphans, and the poor is one of Islam's strongest teachings. Unfortunately, many women are oppressed. However, this is a global issue and not just Islamic oppression. A 2010 study done by the World Health Organization shows that prevalence of abuse of women is pretty similar or close all around the world, regardless of which religion seems to be the majority in the region.
Do you feel that your religion restricts you from the freedom to make your own choices?
No, I get to choose what I want to wear, I get to choose where I want to go, I get to choose if I can go out with my friends or not. Obviously I have to ask my parents first so they know where I am. But no, I don't feel restricted at all. I feel like I have the freedom to make my own decisions and be independent.
If you commit a mass shooting in America and you look like this, you're a terrorist. If you commit a mass shooting in America and you look like this, it's a tragedy, but you're a one-off with mental health issues.
How does bias in the media and the news help spread Islamophobia? How often are Muslims portrayed as normal human beings in the news or media? Or anything other than terrorists, really? Only one side, which isn't even truly Islam, is shown on TV. The blame for terrorism is put on the religion without any clarification that Muslims who truly follow teachings of Islam don't even consider terrorists to be Muslims.
This weekend there was an absolutely devastating terrorist bombing in Lahore, Pakistan that killed 70 people.
Terrorist organizations that many commonly associate with Muslims have also committed acts of terror in Muslim countries, such as the bombing which occurred in Saudi Arabia on July 4, 2016, or the many terror attacks which occurred in Pakistan in the week of February 19, 2017. However, many people are unaware of these tragedies since they are not highly publicized.
The horrifying massacre in Orlando was the 133rd mass shooting in 2016 alone. It was also, according to the media and the authorities, terrorism.
This terrorist?
International terrorism.
But what do we really mean when we call something terrorism? According to Merriam-Webster, terrorism is the use of violent acts in order to frighten the people to achieve a political goal. Last year, a white supremacist named Dylan Roof walked into a black church in South Carolina and murdered 9 black churchgoers. Dylan Roof fit the textbook definition of terrorism to a T. But Dylan Roof was not charged with terrorism, and the media was reluctant to call him a terrorist. But as soon as the perpetrator is a Muslim, we are very quick to call it terrorism. Now, only 3 of the mass shootings in the past year were perpetrated by Muslims, but we don't call any of the other ones acts of terror. No, we call them hate crimes or tragedies or some other thing. By limiting the definition of terrorism to mean violence perpetrated by Muslims, we are creating the false impression that all terrorists are Muslim. And once you believe that all terrorists are Muslim, it's not hard to make the leap to believe that all Muslims are terrorists.
So, what's the result of all of this?
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
A growing number of cases of hate and bias toward Muslims in Sacramento and statewide. Between 2014 and 2015, incidents of hate increased by 20% in Sacramento and 58% in California.
My message to my family in Syria who can no longer come here because of the executive order is, Inshallah khair, stay safe, I love you, and we're not going to stop protesting.
My cousin's stuck in Aleppo. There's no electricity, there's no water, there's nothing for them.
All living under the turmoil and the bombing and the bloodshed, and they ran out of the country to seek refuge, and then to be denied like this is totally heartless, it's inhumane.
A message to my family in Iraq, I love you guys so much, and I know that you guys are going to be able to come to America again. You just have to wait it up. You can make all your laws, all your unjust laws, but in the end, seeing all these people's support means something. I'm pissed, I'm angry, I don't know when I'm going to see my family again, and it's really not fair, and we need a president who can understand, you know, that Muslims are not the problem.
I'm a U.S. citizen about 15, 20 years old, yes, and my brother didn't do nothing wrong in no place in the world, and I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm a contractor. I'm working hard here. I'm working hard here. I'm building a house for the people, the American people, and I'm American too.
In the end, we're all just human beings. We need to unite and have each other's backs, despite our differences. What's the first thought that comes to mind when I say the word Muslim?
Well, that's just kind of like you ask me what's the first thought that comes to mind when you say Jewish or Christian. They're all just considered a religion.
When I hear the word Muslim, I think people, because we're all the same.
Muslims are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Muslims are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Muslims are welcome here, no hate, no fear.
Terrorism has no religion, and we the people are greater than fear.